It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
4th down, here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 45. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big gain that time for the Chargers. First and goal at the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Eckler again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jackson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 25 on second down, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert off of play action. He's going to let it go again. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 72 yards. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. That's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Herbert. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple. First downs and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Open man is Duvernay. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 70 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A play fake and now Herbert to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook. A 1-yard touchdown reception. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Ravens 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will